Got it.
There's not enough room in this town for all of us.
Welcome to Take Two Radio. We are pleased to bring you interviews with people in the entertainment and music industry, discussions and recaps of the 4 remaining daytime soaps. That's The Bold and the Beautiful, The Young and the Restless, General Hospital, and Days of Our Lives, as well as various other shows. For upcoming and previous shows, check take2radio.com. That's with the number 2. And you can find us on Blog Talk Radio, iHeartRadio, iTunes, and other streaming apps. Follow us on social media at Take2 Radio, and thanks for listening.
Hey, good evening, everybody. I'm David from Take2 Radio Soaps and Review, and with me, well, guys, I have Anthony and Candice. Say hi to everybody, guys.
Of course, big jolly hello.
We are
and
here.
We
this
have
is,
a great
I guess,
show.
a first that we're here without a guest in a while.
In a long while.
Well,
but don't worry, people, because we got a couple on board that
don't worry.
that are going to knock
we
your
can't talk about
off.
it. We can't talk about it.
Say it.
That was it. That's all we can say. It's going to knock your socks off. Stay tuned.
But listen to our past episodes, and you'll find out. You'll know just how big we are.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Recently, we've had Laura Wright. We've had Josh and Willow Caitlin. And we're branching out. We're going to Salem recently.
We're branching out a little bit more.
Yeah.
Wait, today's Caitlin's birthday. I believe it is.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Caitlin.
Happy birthday, Caitlin.
Yep.
And before we get into it, I just want to give a big kudos to Michelle Stafford this week.
Yeah.
Who gave a very nice nod to Gina on the talk on Monday.
Yes, she did.
Sure did. That was very classy. Yeah. I have to say, though, I'd like to also give a big nod to Gina herself, because from the moment it was announced, she was nothing but pure class. And she wished Michelle, they went out to lunch, and she did nothing but wish the show and Michelle good luck. And that's class, that's real class.
Yeah, it is. It really
Amen.
is.
Amen.
Well,
I love both.
Amen. And now that we had a little scare over the last weekend about soap Twitter coming down, but
oh Lord,
I don't think it got up in the air yet.
Don't count anything out. Well, here's the thing. Just like I have I'm going to just speak for myself. Anybody who knows me knows I like soaps. I don't know if y'all know this one or not. I really do. And
you really like them?
I really, I know that's a big surprise to people. Yeah. So I was joking I wasn't joking, but I kind of was thinking, wait a minute, soap Twitter has been quiet. In the last couple of days, it has been quiet. The last couple of weeks, it has been quiet. And I was like, man, I have a funny feeling. I don't know, you call it I don't know. And I was like, I feel like it's between GH and Days. Young and the Restless Bold fans, don't worry, because I have a feeling something's about to go. I don't know anything. I'm not an insider. I just have this funny feeling. So, somebody said, yeah, it's GH. Now, look, there's a lot of stuff going on with GH. We know this. So it could be anything. And like you said, over the weekend, nothing was said. But tomorrow is Friday, and just like a cliffhanger could happen. I feel like this is a cliffhanger. I feel like some things is about to shake up. Daytime, case in point, there's a new VP at the National Arts and Science for the Daytime Emmys. David Michaels is out, so we have somebody who's new coming in.
David Michaels is out.
Could it be happening?
Oh no.
Yeah.
We also, let's dive into GH for a second, because we also found out yesterday that Jeannie Francis signed for 2 more years, which proves that, they're happy. The fans are happy. I'm sure, the castmates are all happy. They brought her back in as a force and gave her the storyline that after years of floundering with the Laura character, they finally gave her some real chops and some real respect. So that's good. There have been massive amounts of rumors about who may be coming back on this. Anna and Robert Scorpio are going to be involved in another mystery, which may or may not involve the Castevines, Nicholas. But, so the internet has also been abuzz with will Billy be staying or not. No official word has come down yet, but rumor has it that he's not going to renew his contract. So GH is definitely, that's why I think the people have really been, fanning the flames of the rumors with General Hospital. But let's not snooze. Right. Let's remember also that they've previewed for us over in Salem that we've got a bunch of big names that are going to be hopping in at the end of the summer. So, AD is a big one. We all pretty much know at this point it's not going to be Angelique Devereaux. There are a couple other doors that need to be opened in that hallway that burned, but no one really seems to have burned up in this fire. And like
anybody learn?
Don't snooze on the Bold and the Beautiful and the Young and the Restless. Bold-wise, we're going to get not one but 2 deaths. That was the latest leak that came out. And the Young and the Restless has let us know that we're all going to be on our toes at the end of the summer as well, involved in a big campus canvas sweeping storyline. So, all of these shows have put their battle armor on and have said, you know what, we're here and we're staying. We've heard you and we're going to give you what you want. And what we want is big stories that make sense. What we'd like is some big story that involves some love. We'd like some babies to be returned where they go, Bold and GH. But we'd like some love up in the afternoon again, and I think that's coming as well. So we got Candice. You got any surprises?
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. I'm going to say this because this has also been on Twitter, on Soap Twitter. So I must be the president of speaking for the people and whatnot. This is for Days fans. What's up, Days fans? Hi, guys. Love you. I have been dealing with this question, and maybe you guys can help me too. I need to know, what can Days do to increase their ratings?
Okay. I have a caller. We have a caller online. Maybe she can answer it.
Okay.
We have a caller online. Maybe she can answer it for you.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, hold on. Hello, this is David. I Take Two Radio Soaps and Review. You have Anthony and Candice. Please state your name.
Hey, this is Tamara.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Hi, Tamara.
Oh. Hey,
Did
how are
you
you guys?
Candice's
it's been a long time. Fan payoffs. Fans need payoffs, And actually, I don't think any of the 4 soaps are giving any fans a payoff right now. Although Young and Restless, yes, they are. They went back and pulled some of the fan favorite actors and brought them back. I feel bad what happened to Gina. But anyway, General Hospital, absolutely, and Dave, they need to give fan payoffs. Well, and Bold and Beautiful too.
Let me ask this question. So when you say like payoff, okay, what is that detailing? Are you talking about as far as like certain character storylines being like a payoff, like instead of just a ongoing continuation that runs on and on?
You know what, Candice? Let's do it this way.
Okay.
Let's go soap by soap, and let's ask our listener what she's waiting for, what's been lost, and what she hopes for. So let's start with Days of Our Lives.
That sounds good.
Tamara, what are you waiting for, hoping for, and what's been lost in the mix?
You know, on that one, I'm really not sure. Because I know, you know, Ron's writing, and it just feels like it's just stories that he brought from General Hospital. He just changed, you know, to fit the characters that are there, you know. And
all right, how about
I
Bold?
don't know. Let's go on to Bold. Bold is so ridiculous. Okay, let's get this baby back. And I can't believe that not one person has said Beth, or what's the baby's name now? Phoebe looks like anybody, you know. Nobody has said anything like that. And Thomas, good Lord, now he's, you know, the reason someone's dead. I mean, it's an indirect result of his behavior, but and I guess somebody else is going to lose their life too, and he's just way out there. And anyway, I just think that I know that Brad says that there's huge payoffs coming, huge payoffs. The problem is, keep delaying. Everybody's like, you know what? It's summer. Just let me know when it happens, because I wasted so much time already on this story. And they start falling off, and they're not watching anymore because it just took too long to get to what they wanted to see.
Do you feel that there's been too much repetitious conversation around the actual situation itself, and you wanted more forward movement in the storyline itself?
Yes, absolutely. Let's get back to some fashion. Let's get back to Love in the Afternoon, for heaven's sakes. What happened to that? You know, and some of their clothing that they're wearing, I'm like, you people run a fashion house and you're wearing that? That's kind of ironic to me, that some of the costumes or outfits that they have Hope in, you know, I get that she's, you know, distraught, she's grieving, I get that, but my gosh, some of that clothing, whew.
All right,
anyway.
Let's go over to Genoa City. What's the payoff there? What are you waiting for, hoping for, and what do you think got lost in the mix?
Well, I'm hoping that Nick gets to keep the baby. And I'm hoping that Adam, Reign of Terror, finally bites some, that he meets some karma eventually. I think that Sharon's in denial about her feelings. I think she wants to run away to isolate herself away from temptation, a.k.a. Adam. Tessa, I love what they're doing with Tessa, and I'm glad that they've gotten away from her just being this horrible person, that never-ending storyline of just, it didn't make sense, like a fart in a windstorm. You know, it was here, there, everywhere. I personally love Kane and
Tracy.
Yeah. I loved it. And I love the black and white scenes. I thought it was great seeing the actors do those scenes. I thought it was lovely. And the kiss, I thought, was a very simple, genuine kiss that could absolutely happen between two friends that shared something so wonderful. So I know a lot of people don't agree with that, but I just thought it was just really nice. It was nice to see for me.
I thought it was nice for her because, I thought it was nice for her because it's on target on who she is.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I have to say, I'd love to see them go into the book world, not from Tracy's perspective, but maybe from a dream from Kane, and give us that side of it. Instead of him, coming out with a confusion of feelings, let his dreams kind of tell us where his head's at right now.
Yes.
I think that would be a very interesting episode to watch.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And, of course, last but not least, Port Charles. Come on, girl. What do you got to say about good old Port Charles?
Oh, come on. I mean, suddenly, everybody in Port Charles and Beecher's Corner is under the influence of DOD. Seriously? I mean, just everybody, just craziness. And the child, Jonah will be a year, the end of July, and nobody's the wiser who this baby belongs to.
Well, a couple of people know.
Well, yes, but I mean, now and Brad know. Dr. O knows
Dr. O knows
because she delivered the baby, but she doesn't know that Jonah is Wiley. I think she suspects it, but I don't think she knows.
Nell told her.
Yeah, no, she knows for sure.
She knows for sure.
Dr. O that she was switching the baby?
She couldn't deny it.
Mhm. Oh, I didn't think she actually admitted it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Do you think that Rebecca Budig is going to have a big impact in the storylines? Is that a return that you're anxiously awaiting?
Well, I am glad that she's coming back. I like her. And, this baby, I have a feeling that she's going to somehow be involved in DOD. I mean, everybody is. She's probably been in Beecher's Corner raising this child under a different name, we got Harmony and Willow and Shiloh. I mean, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I can't even imagine what her name would be, Oh, yeah, and Carol. Yeah.
Are you as angry as most of us are that Drew, a.k.a. Billy Miller, wasn't a bigger part of that storyline, especially when he reached out both to Drew himself and to Kim, to try to draw them into the DOD web, and they just continually look past. They reference it but make no real moves to make any connections to Drew and Shiloh's past?
Absolutely. That is a huge hole in the story because obviously Drew has something. Now, the only reason I can think that they're doing this is just my speculation, is that Billy Miller, has had one foot out the door. He's made, he's not been quiet that he's not prime time. And, the rumor through the GH grapevine is that he stayed to finish out the Drew story and that Drew's going to be recast. Now, who knows how true that is, but I think, he stayed for the Oscar storyline, but they could have still brought in Drew and, just like with Drew and Sam and Faison, when Faison said to Drew, "Oh, you got the girl. Did you come here to thank me?" That is a very poignant line that was never, ever followed up on.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
So I kind of got off the track there, but.
No, we're very glad to have you call in.
No.
Exactly.
Thank you.
I didn't mean to jump track there, but that was just an example of them. The writers are so inconsistent at General Hospital, and it's not like they don't know. Especially Chris, because he watched. Like today, I don't know if you saw General Hospital today, and Epiphany said that she had a heart attack, a mild one, with Milo when they were on vacation. Well, actually, she had one years ago, at General Hospital.
Yep.
And that was the storyline about heart disease. And I'm thinking, good Lord, I don't know. I don't understand how these.
Yeah, I don't remember that one.
Yeah, she did. It's frustrating.
Yeah, she did.
I will say this. It's frustrating for fans who've been watching these shows for as long as day, and when there's important information, details, even if it's the smallest, like from a supporting character or whatnot, the fans, and especially like in this case, Epiphany has had, more than one, heart attack. That's why Milo had, the whole losing weight thing and trying to get healthy. That's how that all came about. But it's like if you overlook that, and and the writers just be like, okay, the fans probably won't remember or anything. Oh, trust and believe. The fans, we have a memory. Like, we may not know where we put our keys at or where we put the last dollar bill at, but that's what I saw. I'm like, nope. Did this like 5 years ago, 3 months ago, 2 weeks ago. And it gets frustrating because, like you said, you also made a comment about Drew. Here's the thing. I believe Sam is the mother of his daughter, correct? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
Right.
Correct.
So why? That's another reason why I just be like, wait a minute. Shiloh knows Drew. They were friends, and Shiloh assaulted, in that whole situation, the mother of Drew's child. Why isn't Drew in that storyline? Like, it's frustrating.
Right,
it is.
Yeah,
right.
Why isn't Curtis in that storyline as well? Quite honestly, Drew is his friend. Sam is his business partner, which they finally yesterday made a nod to that.
And wasn't Oscar some part of the cult, or he was looking into the cult, or he was going to be in the cult, or
while he was trying to get independent.
Right.
Yep.
So it's kind of like GH writers have forgotten about. That's why I'm like, wait a minute, hold up, why isn't he in this storyline? But okay, we're going to pretend that we didn't know that Drew and Charlotte were buds.
I think the General Hospital writers also, of course, they're looking at their key fan base. But I think it also, it would behoove them to remember that a good core base of their fandom also watched All My Children. And so if you're going to rewrite history for General Hospital and rewrite history for All My Children, you kind of need to take a look back at what really happened. The relationship between Anna and Alex was completely decimated, and there's no reference to their mother and how much damage their mother, and that was a huge arcing storyline.
That was a huge part.
There's rewriting the history. They think that they've kind of put a Band-Aid on it by, Peter might be Alex's now, but they pissed off a huge amount of the fan base by rewriting and making Anna have given birth to yet another child that she didn't have. And I love that they just completely forget the fact that, yes, she lost the baby when she went down that elevator shaft, but she carried to term a baby up in Pond Valley.
Right.
That she lost.
Absolutely.
Baby Lenora, Leona, whatever the hell her name was. Excuse my language.
Lenora. Yeah. And the thing is like, even fans who remember that storyline, and you're right, because the thing is, and I think this is one of the issues with General Hospital, you have a lot of fans who watched One Life to Live, who came over when One Life to Live was canceled, who came over to watch General Hospital, because that was now the surviving soap of ABC. When you did the whole Anna Alex storyline, a lot of General Hospital fans did not know that storyline because that happened on All My Children, just like the Robin reunion happened on All My Children.
Right.
The thing is, too, is that they could have made that story work with the Baby Lenora storyline if they cast the actress, if it was Willow. And you see what I'm saying? Like, instead of Peter, because I remember when they announced that, Peter was coming on and everything, I was like, okay, General Hospital has this habit of not doing a story arc with a character. They go past that point. When they said they were going to make him Anna's child, I'm like, how? I was like, this is going to be good. Like, and they not only took the All My Children history and put it in the toilet and flushed it, but they took Anna's history. And General Hospital fans who remember Anna from Jump was like, so what are you trying to say Anna was doing to Frank? Because it made it sound like she took advantage of him, which, if you are a General Hospital fan, y'all remember she was, you know what I'm saying? It was kind of like, what are you trying to twist it? Like, he's older than Robin. Excuse us? Like, okay, bye. Like, see, bye. See ya. If you're going to make the story work.
And the thing is that Anna has cried for 16 months over, tell me what I don't know. Tell me what I don't know. to, oh my God, Peter's my child. I sexually assaulted Faison? Come on, Anna would never be intimate with Faison, and she's certainly not going to, drug him up and, basically sexual assault him. And that's another thing, just real quickly, I'll throw this in here. So my friend and I sat down and we added up all the babies that have been created, all the storylines that have been created in the past 4 years. 10 sexual assault storylines in 4 years. Is that not crazy? More than the other 3 soaps together. That's ridiculous. I'm telling you, one of the writers got to have some whips and chains at their house somewhere. So.
This is, I think you just really put more evidence as to why fans are so irritated and frustrated with certain soaps. And I always say that it's a two-way street. It's a two-way street because if you want the fans happy, then yes, you're going to have to make, the higher ups is going to have to make some changes. And, with General Hospital, I have a love-dislike relationship with the show because I love the show. Don't get it twisted, y'all. I love the show, but there's some times where I'm just like, oh, my God, you're doing this again. Same thing for Days and Bold and Young and the Restless, too. But I just be like, with General Hospital, I'm like, you have this opportunity and you choose to go right instead of left. You have a perfect good setup where, and I know General Hospital fans, I know that they don't like when, One Life to Live characters come on to General Hospital because they feel as though it's General Hospital.
Right.
It's their show, But at the same time, ABC has the rights to all these shows. So, a guest that, I'm still waiting for David Hayworth to come pop up on General Hospital to kind of
sing it, sister.
To manage this storyline because the whole twinning thing, the baby situation, I mean, who would know about Anna Alex better than David Hayworth? I mean, seriously. But there's certain things on General Hospital, certain storylines, like the cult storyline, which I said on the show was good. At the beginning, I was like, oh, this is because this is taken from real life, what's going on in the world. Because a lot of people don't know that a cult is happening. And it's all walks of life. It could be a teacher, a cop, a doctor, your next door neighbor. And something fell apart with that storyline. And it took away the momentum because I feel as though in the last, 5 years, General Hospital has had the steps to have a great umbrella storyline, a beginning, a middle, and they slack up somewhere to the point where it's just like, are we still talking about this? Because I would like to know, when is Drew getting his memory back? What happened to Jason on the island? I'm going all the way back, and I know people is like, girl, we got over it. But I'm a fan. I need some answers because what could have happened in that story arc, right, what happened in that story could be affecting what's currently happening now. That's a soap opera role right there. Is, and it's just, I wanted to see more about what is his little name? What is his name? Aiden's storyline. I thought that was a good storyline.
It started out good.
Right, and then
Dr. Terry, they completely.
I mean, so yeah, I definitely, get what you're saying. It's frustrating. Frustrating, I mean, it's okay.
That
should be a book.
Another frustrating thing, and General Hospital is the biggest culprit of this, but I'll point out to Days as the least offender of this, and the one that tries the best not to offend at all. You take a look at Jennifer Horton, who is filling in Abigail by phone of things that are going on. You take a look at, they couldn't get Patsy Pierce for medical reasons, so they created the storyline around that and had her going through surgery, and Caroline passed away off screen in California with Kimberly. They consistently, Lulu was stabbed and almost died, brainwashed.
Oh yeah.
And we ain't heard nothing from Lucky. We ain't heard nothing from Luke. We ain't heard nothing from Tracy. Ethan. Ethan. Oh God, forgot all about him. Yeah, thank you, girl. Yeah.
Oh, trust me.
It'd be a quick little, I just got off the phone with your father. Or, Laura comes in the room. Oh, my God, Mom, you just missed Dad. He's on his way back to wherever the hell Luke's supposed to be.
Yeah,
you
like those little fillers.
Yeah. So
I mean,
Tamara,
they did
before
a couple of years ago. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, Tamara, before we let you go, tell us right now what you're loving on one thing you're loving on each of the soaps.
With Bold, what am I loving on there? I do love Hope's act. I can't think of her name. And the actress playing Hope. I love her acting. I think that this writing has really shown her range of talent. I do like
Anika,
that.
yeah.
Anika, yes. And that's what I love about that show. I think, certainly not the fashion. They do have a nice set. I do set. But, the kids having those accents one day and next day they don't, they kind of wrote in a short little thing like, we were just, trying to get rid of it.
And Zoe.
I was like, no, you forgot it. Yeah, crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Young and Restless, I love having, I love Michelle back. Like I said, what happened to Gina. But I love having Michelle and Adam coming back, Chelsea, Kevin. I love all of those guys coming back. So I just hope that Josh stays the course, So I love.
I think he will.
As Billy, I can't see Billy Tom. I can't see. For me, I just cannot see Billy Miller coming back as Billy Abbott when Jason Thompson has done so well in that role.
Yeah.
So I think that, I would just hate that if that happened. But he could come back to General Hospital as Patrick. That'd be okay too. But he's just done so well over there. With that, I just think that Billy Abbott has grown, matured. He's wearing suits. Although today he had tennis shoes on with his suit. I don't know if that was meant to be or what. Maybe we weren't supposed to see that. But
I like the rumor that Billy Miller might come in as Dylan. That as a recast of Dylan. That was cute. I for a minute I thought, yeah, that would work. That would definitely work.
It's nice.
Yeah.
I would be interested in that.
Would you?
I would
Josh
be
had us to get pretty creative.
I would.
You would have to.
Go ahead.
Tamara, how about Dave and General Hospital?
I'm sorry. What did you say? I'm sorry. I talked over you and I didn't mean to do that.
I said, how about Days in General Hospital? What are you loving on those two?
General Hospital. I'm really frustrated with General
Hospital. If it's nothing,
girl,
you can say nothing.
you should always find the positive in everything. Willow's, the guy playing was a great actor, so it was fun seeing. Enjoyed Jason and Michael's scene today. That was fun with them in jail and all that. That was pretty fun. But rumor is that one of the writers is retiring in the fall, and I hope so because I kind of think she's the one obsessed with the sexual assault storyline. Nobody can create a child with Love in the Afternoon. It has to be, with a cookie baster or alcohol, or drugging someone. It's crazy. Anyway, Dave, I don't know on Dave.
Well, let's ask you this: How did you feel? How did you feel about Maggie falling off the wagon? Did that touch you? Did you feel it played out well?
I didn't care for it because I think she's a strong enough woman that wouldn't happen, but it was nice to see her portray that.
Do it.
Portraying
Did the scenes between her and Xander feel real to you?
Pardon?
Did the scenes between her and Xander feel real to you?
Yeah, I think they did. You know,
well,
she's such a good actress.
Yeah. Thank you so very much for calling in.
Yeah,
thank you for calling in.
I really didn't. Oh, you're welcome, and thanks, David, for the reminder and everything. It was great chatting with you, ladies. Can I just say real quickly in General Hospital, can we just be honest about Peter and Maxie? There is zero chemistry between them. She doesn't even look comfortable in those scenes, and it's absolute waste of time. And let's be honest, okay, for a short little arc, okay, fine. But make Peter a permanent character? He has chemistry with Lulu that he has out, and with Nina that he has, well, yeah, of course, Carly, but he absolutely has no chemistry with Maxie. He and Maxie are absolutely the biggest snore fest. Two characters on Best Friend right now.
Wow.
So I just had to say that out. Yeah.
No, good. Thank you for sharing.
He's a great guy. I love the actors, but those two characters together, come on now. And, at first a lot of people were like, oh, yeah, they have a lot of chemistry. And now I see in all the groups that I'm in and on Twitter and social media, they're all like, right, they don't have any chemistry, do they? Nope, they don't.
Do you like some of us feel like it was a huge missed opportunity for Michael and Maxie?
Yes. What in the world? Why did they turn right when they should have went left on that one?
Thank you.
That is utterly ridiculous.
Yeah, that's
utterly ridiculous. Maxie and Michael have so much chemistry, and they're fun to watch. And, Sasha, to me, just seems like, I don't know, she just seems much older, even though she's not more mature, but she doesn't float my boat with Michael. But Michael and Maxie, I was all ready for that, but no. I don't know whose decision that was, but like I said, or like you said, somebody took the wrong turn on that one. So, anyway, well, I better hang up and let somebody else call in. I'm so sorry to talk so long, but thank you for letting me.
No,
it's okay.
No, you're
Again,
good.
We love having
Thank you.
You're good.
We're Candice and
Thank
Anthony and Dave.
Okay. Well, maybe I'll call back in next week. I really enjoyed it.
Absolutely. Have a great evening, honey.
Having you.
Okay. You too. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Nice surprise.
Well, that was a very nice surprise, and it was definitely a breath of fresh air for our show, listeners.
It was.
We are on 7 to 9 every other Thursday, and we post and we tweet and we Facebook and we send carrier pigeons. So if you're around during our show and you've got something that you need to get off your chest, come on through, baby. Come on through.
Yeah.
Come on through.
So, Candice.
Okay. What should we start with? What soap you want to start with?
Baby this week.
Oh,
YNR?
With YNR? You mean
with
the
YNR,
show?
Candice. The show.
Okay.
So give us a quick recap
Candice?
on what's been going on in Genoa City.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm just going to
Candice,
break it down.
before I let you,
Yeah.
I have something I wanna start off with you.
Okay.
And then you can go off on it, okay?
Okay.
One thing is, I hope Josh. Now I only read. I don't know how true it is, but in some papers I read that Josh is bringing up the Delia storyline again because he has unfinished business with it.
Okay. So this has been kind of over a lot of. Well, this has been one of the storylines that a lot of Young and the Restless fans have been divided on since the storyline first happened. By that, I mean some people believe that Adam was not responsible, that there was another person who was responsible, and that was Nikki Newman. The story had created a lot of tension, obviously, between Adam, Billy, Chelsea, Chloe. And if Josh is going to go back into it, which I kind of figured he was going, I mean, if you've been watching Young and the Restless, you know certain stories that when they said Josh was coming back, was going to probably take center stage again. Speaking on my behalf, I don't know about you, Anthony, or David, or anybody else, but I'm going to speak on my behalf. I hope they don't recon that storyline. I really don't want them to recon the storyline because it was such a shock, you know. It's sort of like, you know, on General Hospital when we found out that
Jake
Luke
was really alive.
Hit Jake. Yeah, when, you know, when Jake died originally, you know, and we were shocked that Luke did it. You know, it was just like, oh my gosh. If Young and the Restless recon it and say Nikki, I mean, here's the thing. Nikki's already killed so many people on Young and the Restless.
Yeah.
That it would really punch. I'm gonna say this. It will be a disappointment because for Nikki Newman to kill a child, not an adult like she has. You know, she killed her father. She killed Diane. She killed, you know, JT. You know, for her to kill a child, it's going to be effed up. Now I know what people are saying, but Adam. Here's the thing. They were already setting up a Billy versus Adam story. That was the next step because you had Jack and Victor. Nick is kind of the middleman, so it was Adam versus Billy, and this pushed it over the edge. So I hope, I mean, there's so much more, but to me personally as a Soul fan, I don't want them to recon that story.
Okay, I'm going to weigh in here.
Yeah.
I understand the driving impulse to have something that will completely shatter, shock, and then redeem Adam. I get that impulse. And if it was anything else, I'd absolutely say, you know what, let's take the ride. Let's sit through it. Let's see where it goes. However, just like you said, you know, Nikki's a serial killer, man. And how do you keep her out of punishment? We know Melody Scott Thomas isn't going anywhere. So if they do this, they're going to piss off a whole bunch of people, A, because, you know, Nikki didn't do it. B, because if Nikki did do it, she can't have no punishment. It's a story that can't go and it can't please enough of a fan base to make it work. You know, no storyline pleases everybody. But sometimes you get enough people pleased that it's worth the tell. This one, it can't go anywhere that's going to be rewarding, you know, except to redeem Adam. And there's a lot of other ways to redeem Adam. It doesn't have to be with Delia. You know, sometimes it's okay to let a child rest in peace. Actually, I'm going to go and say sometimes it's okay to just let a character, whether it's child or adult, rest in peace. Mention them on the birthday. Mention them when you happen to be passing through Chancellor Park. But let them rest in peace. Mm-hmm. David, you brought it up. What do you feel?
So, well, my question is for you. If Josh does have unfinished business with this storyline, what do you think it is?
I think Candice hit it on the head.
Yeah.
Do you think they are going toward Nikki?
Josh, okay. Josh loves Adam. Josh loves Adam as
he
does.
Yeah.
And Josh
created him.
Josh wants to, Josh wants Adam to be the next Victor Newman, the next Jack Adam.
Uh-huh.
You know, he wants the soap to be anchored with Adam. And okay, that's your character, that's your baby, you created it. I'm okay with you trying that. If they're gonna play some that, you know, Delia's in a cult somewhere and was never dead, I'm done. I'm done. Young and the Restless. I won't watch no more. If they're gonna play that Nikki did it, there's no way to get them out of it. There's no way to get them out of that storyline. And if anybody else did it, it doesn't make any sense. So let that storyline kind of rest in peace.
Let it rest.
You did it, and You get it?
Yeah.
Got the emotion.
I mean, he paid for it already.
More than once.
And not only that, but it's been how many years since that storyline?
7 or 8.
Are we coming up? It was like 7. Yeah, it seems about
you
right.
Mean
about
since
6,
she was
7
hit?
years. Yeah, since she died.
Since she was hit, yeah.
Yeah, it's about 6. Yeah, so 6, 7 years. Yeah, it's been that because Josh went to days right at. Yeah, yup. It's been about 6 to 7 years.
11.
So,
yeah, 11, 12.
Yeah, well,
2011,
let's around that time
2012.
frame. No, I'm going to say hold up because Chance wasn't around. See, this is how I'm going. I'm going to remember if because Chance wasn't there, which is irking me too. It's been about. I'm going to say it's been about 7 years, 7, 8. But here's the thing. This is what if it was so important for them to convince fans that Nikki did it. You know how, like, on General Hospital, Luke was having, like, flashbacks, and he was trying to piece together certain things.
Yeah.
Okay, we know that Nikki was drunk that night. We know. But at the same time, she would have had some remembrance. She would have remembered getting in the car. She would have remembered going down the dark street. She would remember da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da, where, you know, she's starting to piece together some things and then says, oh, my God, you know, had that moment. But guess what? That should have happened the first year, regardless of who the writer was, whether it was Josh to Jill, Josh to Charles to Sally, to, you know, and Kay, to Sally, Kay, Mal, to now. It's been too long. It's over. Like,
Young and the Restless needs to take a look at the other soaps who have tried to rewrite history. It's very rare that when they do it, it goes over well and it works. You know, Days of Our Lives has had a couple of moments where they rewrote history and it was like, oh, this really works. But for the most part, it really annoys, bothers, and turns off fans. And some, I remember there was a huge ratings decline when they announced the fact that Jake was still alive and was going to be found and was under Helena's control. You know, there are others. We just mentioned one a few minutes earlier. I don't want to bash on General Hospital, but they're the worst offender of of this particular, movement.
And
when you
David
rewrite
Smith
history, you know,
Emily
when
Portman
you rewrite
alive.
history, you hurt us. You know, I would love to have Nicholas Cassadine back. I really would. But there's a part of me that's like, you know, it's funny. Somebody made a joke about a child saying, oh, don't worry, they're not really dead. They'll be back in a year or so. Yeah, because they're up in these towns, you know.
That might be a joke, but that's
this week.
reality.
Yeah, Michael Baldwin, Young and the Restless was listening to Soap Story because Michael Baldwin had said that to Kevin. It's like, Dad, what is this? Every year, like, somebody pops up, like, you know, returns from the dead. There's, you know, because it's true. I mean, look, I know we still fans when a character dies. Okay, case in point, you know, since we're going to be talking about Young and the Restless, when a character dies,
Hillary.
like Hillary. And
Hillary, exactly.
we both was on the same page, you know, Delia, you know, John Abbott, which, you know, I'm sorry, that is the one death I will say Young and the Restless you effed up on by killing John Abbott off. I'm just going to say it like that.
Oh,
but
yeah.
It's like...
And you're not the only one to say that.
Well, you know, I mean, it just took a lot of guts to do that. I'm like, wow, y'all really did that. But here's the thing.
Sally said that in her opening interview when she came on as head writer. Remember that?
I do remember. I remember a lot of those interviews. That's why you have to have a PR person nearby you. Anyway, sorry. Who said that? Here's the thing. When you have a soap character who dies, who's been so connected to the fans, even if it's in a short time, you know, case in point, again, if we're going to talk about Delia. Delia was Abbott, and she was Chloe's child, which is Esther's, you know, granddaughter. So, of course, we're connected, right? And when the death happened, it was a powerful storyline, you know, because now you had fans that was like, wait a minute, did Adam really do it? Like, wait a minute, it's Billy's fault, too. No, it's, you know, you had that debacle that soap loves, you know. And the thing is that if you take it all back, you're pretty much taking away all the fans' investment in the storyline, because there were fans who were invested, you know. And I just hope Young, you do a lot in a short period of time to irk fans. You do. This is one story that you need to not touch at all. Don't do it. This was a situation.
When it comes to child's death, there's only a few that truly, truly stand out. Of course, BJ, Max got the heart, the whole 9 yards will always pretty much top that list. But there are only a few that had the such impact that you know. And Delia happened to be one that they did it so well. We cried.
Yeah, they did.
We were enraged. We grieved. You know, Cassie. When Cassie died too.
Cassie.
You know,
Cassie.
You know, there were a few
that
they really stand out.
Oh my God.
So if you rewrite that history, you're taking away. I grieved for Delia, and I was just coming on the Young and the Restless bandwagon about that time. But I grieved for Delia like I was grieving for my cousin's daughter, like I was grieving for, you know, my aunt's child, my own cousin, you know. So now, as much as I'd like to have, let's say, my great aunt Sally pop back up, you know, it will tell me that the next time somebody passes away, it's going to be less grief. It's going to be less.
Take a look at Dave.
Yep.
I mean, for the simple fact, and the thing is, you're right, because like the ongoing joke is that if Josh is doing all this, then bring back Colleen and take out the heart. Say the heart that Victor has is not Colleen. You know, that's been the running joke for the longest time, is that, you know, people want Colleen. The sad thing is, like you said, we soap fans, when there's a character, we are invested because we see them 5 days a week. We're invested in the story arc. We're invested in the scene. You know, take it away from Young and Restless, I look at Jake's storyline on General Hospital. My God, that was, even though people said, you know, they copied off of Young and Restless. Look, all shows do this, okay? But General Hospital, when Jake died, I will never forget that scene. When Jason looked at Lucky and everybody stopped talking, and then Lucky had to go and tell Elizabeth. That was like, hands down, that was one of my top three. But then they rewrote it, and it took away a lot. Like, I felt as though, wait a minute, huh? What do you mean? I won $1 million, now you're going to take it back? Like, hold up, wait, So I understand, Josh, you're trying to redeem Adam to make him wholesome and everything, but you're forgetting the whole Justin Hartley saga of it. That's another story for another day. But don't do this. Don't retcon the storyline. No. I've never known you to do that.
I'm gonna go real bold. I'm gonna go really, really bold and say something. If you bring back Nichelle, and I hope you do, bring her back as a long lost twin or as a doppelganger. Do not bring her back as Hillary. Do not rape us of that storyline, because we grieved. We went through it.
We did.
We, you know, don't do that to us. I'd love to see Nichelle back on campus, but not as Hillary.
Look, I love Hillary. I'm gonna just, you know, say that I love Hillary and I love what she brought to the show. But I agree. You know, same thing with General Hospital. You know, General Hospital is getting a lot of play tonight. When they killed off Emily, I felt hurt because that was my group was with General Hospital. Lucky, Nicholas, you know, all of them. So when they said Natalia Livingston was coming back to the show, I'm like, say what now? Hold up. So Emily survived, and they said no, she's playing a twin. I was like, oh, okay. It gives an actor another chance to show off their talent. One.
Right.
If you say that this character is coming back,
is Sarah Joy Brown as well.
Well, no, take a look. I'll give you somebody keeping it with Young and the Restless. Look at Cameron Grimes.
Yep.
Homegirl was
you know what?
so long. And she came on as Mariah, completely different than Cassie. And she's nailing this. I mean, she won a freaking Emmy.
She's nailing it.
You know, so you can do, I mean, Jeannie Cooper did it. I mean, she didn't, you know, Catherine didn't, well, Catherine, quote unquote, did die, but, you know, she came back as Marge.
Yeah.
So it can, I mean.
I loved Marge. I did.
I loved her, too. God, I loved
Marge.
her, but, you know.
Very Vicky in the diner, you know, slinging hash.
Right? I mean, even Daniel Goddard did it for a minute when they killed King, quote unquote. As his twin,
that was
brother.
that was the whole thing. Wasn't there a big presentation that your group did, Candice?
Yeah.
I think. Were you a part of that, Candice?
With the
Lane Army?
I was for the.
They wanted Daniel back.
Yeah, that's when, you know, they quote unquote had let him go. Back in the day, they let him go, and they was trying to, you know, it was one of those quote unquote mistakes that they made, and they wanted to, you know, correct it. So they created a lookalike twin, Caleb. You know, it's like, oh, okay, well, okay, alrighty then, I get it, you know. But yeah, I mean, like I said, with Josh, I hope he doesn't recon that storyline and make it Nikki, because my God, how much can Nikki and Victor take, especially with everything that's happening right now? Oh my God.
Yeah.
Like, too much.
I know.
And honestly, how can she be responsible for another death and then not have her paid for it?
Right.
Right. You can't go anywhere with
it. You know, they can't go anywhere with it. So let's stay in Genoa City for a second, and let's touch on the couples that are actually, you know, setting a little bit of a blaze. How are we feeling about Devon Elena right now?
I like them.
I do too.
But
she's very intuitive. And why isn't she a doctor if she's a paramedic? If she has a medical degree.
Question. We don't ask those questions.
Girl, I'm right there with you, honey. Right there with you.
That's just like
I'm surprised at that. Unless there's a story that's going to happen later on, maybe we'll find that out. But
I mean,
no, that was my only.
I'm not.
I do. She's very smart.
Yeah, she's different than what he's been used to. And the sense is, besides Hillary, you know, you remember Roxy and, you know, all the girls that he's been with, including his Aunt Tyra, y'all. And so okay. Yeah. You know, they've always been kind of street smart, sassy, you know, bold and stuff like that. And here you have, you know, this person who is caring, and she's not into all of that drama that the other women have been a part of, you know, and she does for herself. Sort of much like kind of the same way Lola was beforehand, before she got obsessed with that person. You know, it's what the shade was real, right? But the thing is, she's independent, and she's trying to do for herself without the assistance. Doesn't want to feel like she's a basket case. And I like that she has that inner strength. And those two, they have really good chemistry. That I don't think a lot of people was prepared for. So yeah.
How do you feel about Victoria Billy part 1740? 1750 maybe? Yep.
I think we gotta try and wake Candice up.
All right. And
I mean, here's the thing. Well, let me backtrack this again. When I heard Josh Griffin was coming back to the show, that was his go. That was his go-to couple of Victoria and Billy as the Romeo and Juliet of the GC. The problem that I'm having, I didn't mind because I knew in the end, you know, down the road that they would get back together. But my question is that, okay, are we going to completely forget her therapy? Are we going to completely forget that she was harassed and assaulted? Are we going to forget that Billy slept with Summer? There's a lot of damage that, like, to me, with Victoria's always, yeah, but here's the thing. Victoria's always been that wishy-washy character who wants it all, but she's afraid to get it all. And the thing is that, and I'm agreeing with, I saw this on social media, and, I was okay with the JT abuse storyline. I know that was like not a popular situation for a lot of fans. But the thing is that, okay, she should still be affected by that. In other words, she should still be going to therapy. She should still be, kind of not pursuing any kind of relationship, that she's still fragile. Billy, on the flip side, should also understand and be like, I'm here for you. I'm here for our children. Whenever you want, I'll be there for you. But at the same time, Billy, you slept with Summer.
But Billy should also be saying, I fell off the wagon again. So, do I need to get back on this merry-go-round? I just jumped off a merry-go-round, fell into the arms of the daughter of the merry-go-round. Do I want to jump on the other merry-go-round that makes me want to drink? I don't like that those. All right, what about Karen?
They're kind of...
Candice, where do you see her going?
I want to have a memorial for Sharon of Writers Past. I'm going to miss you, Sharon. I really am. I'm going to miss your strength, your smartness, that, when a guy came around, you didn't act stupid. I'm going to miss you, girl. I'm going to miss you. I love Sharon to death. I do. She's one of my favorite characters on the show, but the way that they have her now, I'm just question mark. Yeah, that's another Josh Griffin thing. It's like, and that was one of the things. And I mean, I don't want to bash, because there's some things Josh has been doing. And I said, if anybody heard me, I said I'm giving Josh until like November. Yeah, I'm giving him till November 21st to, do my final grade of his first couple of months. Because Josh Griffin, before Charles Pratt took over, was going down this spiral. And I'm seeing certain things that's reminding me of Cray Sharon, and I'm hoping and praying, like, look, just because Adam's back, let's not go back to 2013. Let's not go back to 2011. She's a strong woman who stood toe-to-toe against the Newmans. Don't take her down 5 notches, to pimp your cup.
She has come a long way.
Yeah, and the same thing with Ray. Like, I like her and Ray. I may be the only person, probably, to some of the people who like Sharon and Ray. Because
I like her and Ray,
because it's different. Yeah. It is different for her. I mean, she's allowed to have her options, granted. But at the same time, even with that pairing, I kept scratching my head. I'm like, so you're going to go with somebody that puts you in jail. All right. Okay. You know what? Do you, boo? So... right now, I'm just,
Here's a burning question. Eva LaRue, where do you think that's going?
Oh my God. Hold on. Wait. Just say her name one more time. Just say her name one more time.
I'm using air quotes, the Eva LaRue.
Oh,
I love Eva LaRue.
Okay. Here's the unpopular opinion. Damn it, I wish she would stay long. I really wish she would stay long, and I really wish that her and Jack Abbott would hook up. And all my children will understand why I said that. All my children
they've been friends.
Not only that, but here's the thing. I've only seen clips of Peter Bergman when he was on All My Children as Dr. Cliff Warren. And of course I've seen Maria Santos, But I can't, like, the chemistry between them would be amazing. And damn it, I wish she would stay. I know, everybody's going to say, but Candice, contracts, but this is one that I was really kind of hoping that was. From my understanding, she's only there for a certain amount of episodes, which kind of sucks. But who knows? Who knows?
I was told it's open-ended. It's a feeler character.
Yeah.
They're feeling that out.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Because I'm already hooking her up with some people. Jack is number one. Because, my God, Eva LaRue, Michelle Stafford, and Peter Bergman, please.
Fire.
I don't ask for much. I don't ask for much in life. I do sometimes, but this is something, like, that's a soap dream for me. But I love the fact she's perfect casting, in my opinion, because her and Sasha, who plays Lola, actually favors each other. Jordy and Eva, I could have sworn they worked together on All My Children, but they just missed each other. So I would love to see the chemistry, the motherly connection, with them. And I want to see what she brings to the table. So I'm not bitter. I'm not, but just, oh my God, it's Eva LaRue. She's back with it.
I'm honored to
Sorry, I get emotional.
All right, David.
Okay.
David, what's going on with you and General City? Before we head off to LA, what are you loving? What are you waiting for? What are you disliking?
Oh.
Wait a minute.
Well.
Wait a minute, David.
Oh, go ahead.
Wait, before you answer that, Anthony, I'm surprised you didn't say the one thing. The one couple, well, technically, I'm going to put air quotes, couple, well, not so much a couple, even though I think they could be a couple, but they're not going to be a couple because, you didn't ask about that, certain, those two characters that's causing a fuss and muss on social media because she's older and he's younger, supposedly.
I feel like I mention them every show, and our guests mention them, and I've said everything I'm going to say about that. I'd like to beat this horse into everybody to get on board, but I'm going to leave it this week. I enjoy the play that we're getting right now, and I believe that it's a couple that is substantial, that has the potential, I should say, to be substantial. I believe that they can redeem each other. He's not the only one that needs to be redeemed. She needs to be redeemed in a lot of ways. She needs her self-esteem back. She needs to feel like a woman again. They will redeem each other. And I am so on board. And I have said, and so thank you for bringing it up and opening the door so I'm not the one beating the horse. People out there, give it a chance and stop hating on Beth.
And in real life, they're not that much older than each other.
No, they're not.
Exactly.
It's only 14-year difference. And Crystal Khalil and Daniel Goddard was that when, she's 61, he's 47. I'm sorry, wait a minute. Yeah,
no, he's 49.
Yep. What?
He's 49.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
Uh-huh.
Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Hey,
okay, because we can do that all night. Yes, girl.
Daniel,
all right. No, seriously, we've been dominating the conversation. David, how you feeling right now? What's popping for you?
What's popping for me? It's all today's episode itself just popped for me. I was so impressed with Elizabeth Hendrickson and Mark Grossman today.
Yeah.
I thought that was was on top. Oh my God! They just tore off the sleeves and went to it.
Take a look at today's episode and understand what you missed up with Miss Hendrickson. Thank you very much. Go ahead, David.
Yep.
I loved it.
Yes.
All the violence was gone, but the emotion was still there.
Yep, and raw and hot raw. It was hot raw. Come on, Candice, say it. Hot raw.
Hot raw.
Hot raw.
It was very nice. He was touching. He had me in tears a little bit. And I never thought he would be able to do it. Justin was able to make me cry just about every episode when he was in jail. When Adam was in jail all those, 3 years ago there. And I thought that was very on point, and I think Josh handled that one very well.
All right. Is there anything that's falling flat for you right now? Billy Victoria? I didn't say that. Ooh, who said that? Who said that?
Who said that? Flat. I just want to know, I guess, is that the end of Chloe, you think?
No.
No.
No. No. We know it's not. I'll just say that.
And I loved it with Esther. I love how Kevin brought Esther in and how he surprised her and that she was going home with her. Did I get that right? She's going to Portland with her for now, or just to the airport?
No, I think she's going home with her for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that just touched me.
Let's jump on the shuttle and head on over to L.A.
God.
Why don't you take the lead? Why don't you take the lead in L.A.?
Me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Another senseless death?
Please,
well, you called it. There was a death.
Tell our listeners who may not have seen what went down and how it went down.
Well, let me put it this way. Thomas and I can't think of her name right now. Emma. We're arguing over. Thank you. We're arguing over whether or not Hope should be told, and she wasn't going to take no for an answer. She was on her way. Thomas was tailgating her, and she went off the cliff in Mulholland on her way to see Hope because she was texting
boom, boom,
her.
baba.
But
boom, boom.
I don't know. Can we actually say that was the cause, or can we say Thomas ran her off the road?
Okay, I'm gonna do the debate because I saw a lot of people, and Anthony, I don't know if you're with me on this. So during the car scene and whatnot, Thomas was behind her. But here's the thing: driving rule number 1 is keep your eyes focused on the road at all times. Do not, I repeat, do not text message while driving during the night on the highway. I'm going to assume that it's the 409 in California. To me, I feel as though this was kind of Emma's fault as well. Because, like I said, she was texting and keeping her eyes off the road. Now, here's the thing. Thomas was behind her, but did not bump into her. Like, you know, like how a bumper to bumper, like to like nick her off the roads and stuff like that. He was behind her. Yeah, she was she was glaring at the light and everything, but she was not really focusing on the road. So I'm going to say, even though Thomas and her got into an argument and everything, she ran out like a storm cat. The cause of death was her avoiding the road. And yeah, that's where I'm at, because
I'm right on board with you.
Right. And can I say something real quick? I know that this is not a popular story. This is not a popular storyline. I know. But God darn it, the cinematography of that scene of the car and then the car going over and then you had Thomas and
Thomas
the lighting and all. Yes. Emmy next year for lighting because I was like, yo, this is some Lifetime movie stuff, and I've been saying that Thomas is giving me Lifetime movie. This is so I was like, I was like, okay, maybe Emma might survive it. I was like, she might, because that scene when she's just looking and her life is slipping out of her, I was like, Emma, I'm gonna miss you, girl. But then I found out not a lot of people's gonna miss you, girl. But I'm gonna miss you, girl. I'm gonna miss you, Emma.
Yep.
I'm gonna miss you. I mean, your own boyfriend didn't shed a tear. Your own ex-boyfriend, and none of your friends really shed. But I shed a tear for you, girl. Because I know.
Tell me one who's going to cry for her is Sally, and isn't that a sad state of affairs?
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I'm gonna be real honest for a minute, because the scene with Aaron D. Spears, Justin calling, whatnot. I felt that because that was the only connection, that we had established was Emma and Justin. Here's where I'm going to be on my soapbox. Young and the Restless needed to address it as well. Why? Because Emma is Lily and Devon's cousin. So they could have had a minor little phone call where, it was like, oh, did you know that Emma, our cousin passed away?
Oh, yes, she is. That's
I know.
right.
You know.
That's right.
So, you know, I mean,
you know what I forgot?
Young and
That's
Restless,
right.
Right.
Yep.
So Young and the Restless, Bold and Beautiful is your sister soap. So, you know, but then again, when Lauren and Jack was in California, nobody told Lauren that Sheila's alive at the coffee house. Anyway, but, you know, I just thought as though that was really interesting because now we see that Thomas is hell-bent on his obsession with Hope. And at this point, it makes you wonder, did he do something to Caroline?
Yeah,
well,
that had me.
I think at this point it's not that it makes you wonder. I think it's pretty much confirming. Yeah, it's pretty much confirming. Yeah.
But let's take it back. Now, you want to talk about Josh doing a recon? How much you want to bet they try to recon what's going on with Thomas to him actually being the one that shot Bill?
Oh, Lord.
Ooh. Oh, that would be very interesting.
There's certain clues because remember that was the first. If anybody remember, I think I said it. I think you guys agree, we all talked about it. Is that Thomas should be a suspect in who shot Bill because of what Bill and Caroline, you know, what Bill did between Thomas and Caroline, Thomas and Steffi. I mean, not Thomas and Steffi, Thomas and Sally.
Yeah.
By having Caroline say that she lied about a health issue. So because they, quote unquote, I believe they didn't have the casting at the time, they just said, okay, we're going to do Taylor and whatnot. But what if Thomas did something to Taylor, make her whack out to think that she actually did it?
And that would answer a lot of questions. And I'd say, okay, now we know what's in the water in Los Angeles. Not we know what is in the water. Now we know what's in the water. Yes. Oh my God, Candice, go girl. Okay.
Yeah.
David.
I watch Lifetime movies.
David, what else with the Bold and the Beautiful do our people need to know? Because yes, this was but there's something else on the horizon.
There's something else. Is there another death coming?
Well, there's definitely another death coming, but I'm talking about what's already going down. Candice, you know what I'm talking about?
That is what I think it is. Okay, I think I know what it is. So let's talk about Liam for a minute.
The baby?
Let's talk about Liam.
Okay, I think you got it, girl. I think you got it. Go ahead.
Okay, we haven't really talked about Liam in forever. I feel like we just missed him a lot. So, you know, he's co-parenting with Steffi, right? He can't even get his own place. He's decided that he's going to do the normal thing that a lot of co-parents are doing now, living together, you know, coexist, you know, for the children to see a strong unit. Okay, well, here's the thing. You know, Liam's been up in Thomas's face, right? So Thomas has a friend named Vincent.
You got it, girl. Go ahead.
And Thomas has bought some drugs. Now,
the drugs.
We all thought that Thomas was going to use it on Hope. Well, you did do a curve. You did a curve. And you know, the 4th of July is next week. They threw the curve. And you know, Bold and Beautiful does pool parties, beach parties. Get ready to feel like you need to go to the exercise clubs, y'all, because they're going to be showing up some sexy bodies. But you know what, Liam, I wouldn't be too careful. I would be careful around drinks because, you're getting drugs. You got drugs.
You got Candice, girl. Yep.
And so now Liam is going to be spiraling out of control, and he ends up. Well, take a wild guess. In bed.
With
but
Steffi.
Wait, there's more. So so he's not like strung out. Like he's, loose. So I'm going to say ecstasy is probably the drug of choice. And, he's like, I love you and all this stuff. And they have sex. Okay. I want to address this now. We here at Take Two, we're serious when we say stuff. So I'm gonna say that, if you want to address it to me on social media. I'm so sick and tired of Brad Bell doing the storyline of one person either drunk, drugged, medicated, which is drugs, and somebody, and they're having sex to create that person should have known, and it's quote unquote rape. First and foremost, rape is a very strong word to use to throw around.
It is.
People has had a history of that. Okay, Ridge and Caroline, Ridge Brooks, Taylor, Ridge, Caroline and Thomas.
Candice, let me interject here.
Yes.
Do we think that there might be an accidental drugging and then an accidental drowning?
I think
accidental, no.
It's going to be. I don't think it's an accidental. I think maybe an accidental drowning, yes, but accidental drugging, no, because Thomas is now getting fed up with Liam. This is where, again, history counts, okay? For fans of Bold and Beautiful, everybody recalls that Thomas and Steffi and Bill, it was more so Steffi and Bill had Thomas, kind of like when Thomas had his moment with Hope that he was like, I need to marry Hope. And they set it up where Thomas proposed to Hope and Hope said no. She was with Liam at that point because I think at that time, too, that Steffi wanted to be with Liam. So Thomas, and Bill, it was a whole bunch of mess. I feel as though, Thomas wants Liam far away from Hope. So how do you do that? How do you make Hope realize that there's no future for her and Liam? By having Liam and Steffi, paired up in bed. It's one thing to co-parent because keep in mind, Steffi's babies are Hope's step babies. Okay?
Right.
I think some people be forgetting that, okay? So, they're trying to make this unit work. However, there's closeness between the babies and that's bringing Hope and Liam kind of. And Thomas is at this point, you know what? Screw this. I'm about to really mess up all y'all lives. Because what some fans are now saying is that if Liam and Steffi have sex, right, what are the chances that Steffi gets pregnant? And not only that, but some people say, well, Steffi took advantage of a drug. Liam, I want to say this right now. Liam he's not strung out, okay, where he can't say no, okay? So I just want to, but I'm just at this point, the storyline with Thomas turning creepy is like a made-for-TV movie, like I said, Lifetime, because we're seeing him, descend. Now, I don't know, Bo, there's only 3 ways you can get out of this to kind of quote-unquote redeem Thomas. Tumor, which you're the only soap left to do a tumor story. You're the only soap left. 2, something. His post-traumatic stress disorder is kicking in. Or 3, he's crazy. I don't know what else to say. The storyline on that angle is fine, but now we're going to go with the Liam Steffi Hope situation again, and it's just like, damn it, man. Like, we need to get out of this somehow, some way, because it was like a matter of time that Liam and Steffi would, do something. It's just, that's the part of Bold I'm frustrated with, is that. So, but the accidental drowning, I think I have who I think it's going to be. I hope it's not, though, but it's pointing to that person. I don't know if we're allowed to say our guest is here. Well, Anthony, you should know who I'm thinking of.
Let me see. I'm thinking it's the one who probably is on his rear end now.
Okay. Half of me is thinking it's Charlie.
Oh, poor Charlie.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking of Charlie.
Only reason is because I would have said Pam.
He doesn't know yet.
Right,
he's probably the only one that doesn't know.
Right, because I know Pam has said, if Thomas and Emma, Thomas was after, like, Pam knows what's going on. So I would have said Pam, but I don't think they would do that. But because think about it, Pam and Charlie are engaged. Like, you know, they're having their happy ending. They're having, well, not happy ending, their happy moment right now. And it would be an accident, a devastation if that happened, you know. Because, like I said, at this point, Thomas he's on a warpath. Anything to keep the secret and anything to keep his obsession with Hope alive. Case in point, when he said to Ridge, he was like, so, you know, you used to daydream a lot. How did you get everything to work out fine? And Ridge is being a tool because everybody is like saying stuff to him and he's not listening. He's going to feel so bad at the end of all this. So, that's what I think.
Hold on, let me get Anthony back in.
Uh-oh.
Anthony got knocked off. Sorry, Anthony, I saw that.
Thomas said this to Anthony.
No. Okay, yeah, Thomas threw me off the cliff. I'm back. I climbed back up. I'm good.
I shed some tears.
Couple of Band-Aids. I'm good. Okay. So, you know, I heard almost everything that you said, and I like your points. I think that there's going to be, when I said accidental, I get the feeling that they're about to tell drugging was meant for one, somebody accidentally is going to get hold of it, and then it's going to spiral out of control that way. It's not going to hit the intended target. And I have a very, very sad suspicion that the next death is actually going to be Sally.
Oh, no.
See, you said Sally,
I
said Charlie. See, we said two different things. You said Sally, I said Charlie.
I know. I
said Xander.
Yeah.
I have a huge suspicion it's going to be Sally. I think she's going to find out, but she's not actually going to be the intended murder victim or drugging victim, and I think that's how it's going to go down.
Oh, you don't think that? You think she'll be in the accident? She's not the one it's intended for.
Not the intended. No. Nope.
So basically it's going to be like the pancakes.
All right, so we got 3 theories floating, and in 2 or 3 weeks we're going to know for sure.
Right.
We got to move on, guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, so let's head on over to Salem.
Yeah.
Aww.
Too bad we don't have the Queen. The Queen is doing some summer vacationing and some working, and so this is for you, Carolyn. Hope you're back soon. We are up in Salem, and Lord have mercy. For our listeners who don't know, and I think there's probably only 2 or 3 that don't know, we had to mourn the loss of Caroline Brady, and we did so in a beautiful fashion. We had a good amount of returns. We had returns that made sense. It was a cute way to send her off and bring Will back. God forgive me, because y'all know I'm all out and proud. But you know what? Let's let Sonny and Will, let's let them go on vacation for a little while. They happy?
You had enough of them for a while?
Here's the thing. There's another very famous soap commentator out there who feels the way I do. They're not really there's not much to them when they're happy. They don't do much, for a good amount of people out there when they're happy. So let's let them go visit Abby up in Paris, and they can all come back together at the end of the summer because we've got enough Will and Sonny. That's just my personal opinion, but I do love the way that they sent her out. I do think that it was very well done. Everybody that spoke at that memorial spoke as though they were speaking about the actress as well as the character, which was
the character.
That was beautiful. Nobody got the diva monologue. Even the diva herself didn't go on and on and on, which was nice. Okay. We also have a very, very, very crazy cuckoo, Kristen. With the last incarnation, she had been the last incarnation of Eileen's Kristen. She wasn't bat off the chart crazy. She was Vixen. She was a little cuckoo, but she was more emotionally driven than cuckoo driven. Well, not this Kristen. This Kristen is Patty. It's Patty Part 2. She cuckoo, she crazy, but she's not childlike vulnerable like Patty. She's
Patty
just demented.
3.0.
Yeah, Patty 3.0, exactly. The thing about Patty was always she's living in that child world. So as crazy as she was, it was also very heart-wrenching and believable. This is Kristen of the mid-Kristen. You know, not the first Kristen we saw, but that mid-Kristen when she went crazy, you know, the 1.5 time. And so I like the byplay of Ariane Zucker playing Kristen playing Nicole.
Yeah.
I think she's doing a really, really good job of it. She's making everybody around her work, which is good. I've got nothing but wonderful things to say about Haida Cassell, Stacy. She's making Bat Cuckoo. Her and Claire. I wish they could hook her and Claire up before Claire goes, because that'd be some interesting. How many people are going to end up in the cellar? I'm wondering that.
Oh yeah.
I wish they would have let Maggie booze a little bit more, but I have a feeling we're not done with Maggie and the booze. I have a feeling this is going to play out a little bit more, and I'm loving the Xander struggle. I am loving the Xander struggle.
Oh my God, he is sweet on Sarah.
He want to be good.
Too.
He wants to be good.
Those scenes between him and Maggie were honestly some of the best stuff on Days this year so far. Honestly.
Yeah.
And he wants to be good. He wants to be powerful and ruthless, but he doesn't understand why he wants to be good. I think it's more than just Sarah. Something in that exchange with Maggie opened something in him that he does not understand. And that part of the writing is so good. So very good. Will and Sonny, when you go to visit Abigail... Okay, wait, let me just finish, because then I promise I'll shut up and I won't interrupt you guys. I promise. Will and Sonny, when you go to Paris, can you take Eric and Jennifer with you? So done with both of them. I am so over them. I love me, Jennifer. I will always love me, Jennifer, but God have mercy, she is just one note. Jen, you didn't remember Eva's bad. Oh, Jesus Christ. Could something happen to somebody that changes her focus for 5 minutes? Ron, just give me 5 minutes of Jennifer talking or thinking about somebody else. And Eric, as much as I love him, send him on vacation for a little while, too. Okay. I'm done. Who's next?
I guess I'll go next. Unless, David, you want to go. You want to go, or you want to go?
You go ahead. I think I lost my train of thought.
Okay.
It'll come back.
Okay, with Will and Sonny, I agree. I mean, forgive me. I like Will and Sonny, but that's the thing. This time around, I don't feel anything. The first time around, you have no idea. I love the interaction and everything. I just feel as though with this latest reunion, there's been something that's been slacking, and I don't know what it is. I'm glad that Will is alive. Not really. But I do agree. I give Dave props for writing them, and in the fashion of that. They are a gay couple, but they're a normal couple. You know what I mean? Like, they are just like everybody else, instead of, how some soaps be doing it. But I do feel as though, since there's no story right now, like, you don't have angst. That's why Paul and Leo was so good in this whole storyline, is because you had the angst. You had something to be like, ooh, okay about. But now you do need to write them off for a little bit until you come up with something else.
This brain tumor would have been so much more interesting if they kept Leo on and Will suddenly said, oh, look at your sexy thing. And Leo
right.
said,
or
yeah,
they
Daddy.
could have recast
Okay, Daddy.
Paul. Like, I know that, I love Christopher Sean, but the thing is that they should recast Paul down the line because I felt as though with Leo, because I was all prepared for it. I was like, okay, Leo and Sonny, Leo or Will, like that, because I felt as though, like, with Paul, they were doing that. Look, I was waiting for Will and Paul. Look, that kiss will always be in my mind.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so with that, I am loving Xander. He is giving me Call from Another World feels by that, and some Roger Thorpe feels, because it's the ongoing battle within himself of being a bad boy, but he wants to be good in some people's eyesight. But every time some people see him, they think
like
bad
Carl?
thoughts. Yeah, like how Carl was on Another World, which, by the way, celebrated 20 years of being off the air this week. Oh, I know, right? And like how Roger Thorpe was, to me, okay, Xander and Maggie reminded me in a way of Roger Thorpe and Maureen Bauer.
It also reminded me of Todd and Vicky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just when you have somebody that's like, quote unquote, the town heart, and actually give you the time of day, and like, to me, I feel as though Xander doesn't have that, obviously, that person that actually sees past the I'm Xander, I want to be powerful. Like, he sees somebody who actually knows that he is a good person deep down and deserves to be loved. So when Sarah, by the way, congratulations, Sarah, to your wedding with Brack. It was amazing. Even though if I was Eric, I would not have officiated the wedding. I'm just saying, Eric, dude. Look, you shouldn't have said yes to that either. But, I just, with Sarah, right, with Sarah, now here's the thing with Sarah. I love Sarah. I love Lindsay Godfrey's portrayal of Sarah. It feels like she's been on the show for a long time instead of like the 2 years that she's already been on. But Sarah is so compatible with the people that she's in scenes with. She is a character that has chemistry with Kyle as Rex, as Greg. Anybody has chemistry with Greg Ron. Come on now. And then you have Xander, and it's like, to a fan, it's like, well, who do you want her to be with, because she's so good with all three of them, And right now there's Xander and, or Xander and Sarah fans, as we like to call them. Well, oh my God, I just love them together. So I'm kind of rooting for them. I want to see where it goes at. I want to see how they play Xander now, because he's now that character with the struggle. I want to see how they play him, whatnot. All right, you said Jennifer Rose, right?
I did.
Okay. Well, this ties in with the whole Jack storyline. The only saving grace of this Jack storyline has been the one. The only. The person who should already had a no, wait a minute. No, let me say this. The person that should have already had an Emmy under her belt, whether she was Chelsea, Blair, or Luba, you know her, is Eve, the commissioner on Days of Our Lives, Kathy DePaiva. That's the only thing that's saving the story for me with the Jack thing. I feel as though with Days of Our Lives, they give Missy so much, but then they take her stuff back, and this is my opinion.
Yep.
With Jennifer Rose, she should be feisty. She should be, yes, she is, quote, unquote, a little bit of Alice Horton, but I don't know what, I don't know who to compare her to, but there's some times where I can take her, and it's like, okay, you're right. It's always Jack. What about Frankie? Remember other people's names? Like, have you called your daughter to tell her anything? Have you gone to visit her? Like, I think, when Will and Sonny take a vacation, Jennifer Rose needs to take a vacation and comes back with better clothes.
Thank you. Yes.
Yep.
Yes. They should all go visit Abigail and Paris.
Get refreshed.
Yes.
Go get refreshed and come back.
Right, and have some spark. Like, I just don't understand. That's why I said, I want to know from you guys, what about Days, can they do? Because this is one of those things that I'm just like, in my head, I'm thinking of certain clips that Jennifer had this feistiness, and she was like gun-ho and after, you know, and now it's just like, I am Jennifer Rose. I am supposed to only be for Jack. I don't know anything else. Like, that's how I feel when I'm watching her, and it's so sad because she's actually one of my other favorite characters, but it's just, I don't know. Like, and then Jack, like, this has gone too far now. Now we've gone past the, like, oh, my gosh, like, get your freaking memories back so I can be done with this storyline. Good night.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. And
okay.
like I said with Caroline Brady, I love the service. Because it was, I like the feel of it being a personal, and I love that they remembered this big important thing about Caroline Brady. That
Victor.
She loved her strippers. She loved the male strippers.
She loved her strippers. Oh, yeah.
I was like, I bust out laughing with that because, you know, that's something you wouldn't, you know, because everybody's like, she was such a good person. She gave it her all to be, she loved the strippers.
She loved the strippers.
I think they did a good job, too, with the way they brought Hope in to grieve with Victor.
Victor.
Yes.
I really loved that. I loved that.
That was the first time I was like, oh, there's the Hope I know. Because and
she's drinking the water from L.A. She's getting it sent in from L.A. and she's drinking that water. Yeah,
because like she told Victor, you know, I mean, here's the thing, and you got to think about this too, is that when Bo died, thanks Josh Griffin, you know, Victor felt as though he was kind of now on the outside of Hope and Sierra's life. And when Hope said, you're still our family, like, we love you, you know, da-da-da, I'm like, thank you. And when Victor said, I'm sorry, Maggie, but Caroline will always be the love of my life.
Oh, my God.
Everyday fan who's been watching from when Victor, Caroline, and Sean stood up on social media and said, thank you. Thank you for saying it and addressing it. Because it's true.
It is true.
I mean, you can, you know, Maggie is the current love of his life. But for his eternal, that's Caroline's spot. So I thought that was really well done, Ron. Well done, Ron. I'm going to tweet you later, Ron, about that.
All right, David.
I think, let me put it this way. I think Xander's desire to be good comes from his uneasiness around Kristen. You can tell that she makes him nervous.
No. I love you, David, but no.
She's starting
it's not that. No, he doesn't like her. I don't think she makes him nervous. His desire to be good came from the unexpected. He didn't love Nicole. Who else have they paired him up with? I don't know, and it doesn't matter. He doesn't love the woman. There's something in Sarah that said, oh, my God, this is what love is. I don't know what it is, but this is it.
Maybe it's his mother.
I can't describe it to you, but this is what it is. Then he had those scenes with Maggie, and he said, oh, okay, this is the other side of love. This is what this is. Can't describe it to you, can't give you a definition, but I know this feeling. I've never had this feeling. And if I go down any darker, any deeper, I'll never, ever have this. Candice, am I right?
Yep.
He
Maybe
doesn't like Kristen, but
his
he's
mother
not scared of her. I think it's more that these two women are
the antithesis of him.
Yeah, but more than that, every other woman so far has been a pawn, a play. These two women are fleshed out, complete, full, real women, and he doesn't know what that is. He doesn't know what that means. but he knows that he's feeling it and he likes it.
Mhm. Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
I like also the John. I think that there should be a mention also about Drake Hoaxton's speech. I think he did a really good job. I liked how they wrote it. I liked how he gave it to us. Believe it or not, the one that fell flat the most for me was actually Miss Deidre herself. Not that there was anything wrong with it, but compared to everybody else's, hers felt flat.
I got to go back and listen.
I mean, I felt it. Yeah. I mean, but at the same time, when they were doing it, this is why I said I give days. When they did the tribute, like it was like a personal. I was just listening. I mean, there were certain people. I do agree that there were certain things that was, more like interesting and whatnot. But
All right, Candice, David.
Yes.
Anything else that we haven't mentioned in Salem that you think bears mentioning tonight?
No, I think we basically said it all.
Claire's gonna be missed. I'm gonna miss you, Claire. You did your thing, girl. You made me truly believe you are definitely Sammy's niece. I want to see how this wraps up. I'm actually invested. This is where it gets good because I want to see some people take some blame for how she turned out. I know that Martha and Brandon are coming back as Belle and Sean, so I know that they're better say, we're sorry for abandoning you, because she has abandonment issues. Like, and Grandma Marlena, you're a doctor. How did you not see the signs? I'm just curious. Or have Sammy just say to have Auntie Sammy come in and says, okay, look, Heifer, you think you can do bad? I'm going to show you bad.
Yep.
Yeah.
I would love to see a scene like that. Like,
all righty then. Looking at the time, I guess it's time for us to take the last midnight train to Port Charles.
Port Charles. Okay. My question is, did everyone catch Mrs. Matt Cohen?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
yes, we did. Yes, we did. All I can say on that is...
Now that I got that out of the way.
Okay. I have a question. This is just going to be like... Since your Watros has already started on General Hospital, what was your first impression of her as Nina?
Oh, Candice, please forgive me. Please forgive me when I say this, because I like Annie. I think she's a dynamic actress.
I know.
But I think I fell asleep. I'm not sure I saw the whole thing. I fell asleep. I asked David in a private conversation the other day. She was on, right? She was on, right? And then
she was on Monday.
Yeah, and then the second day she was on, I said, oh no, with Nina being in a coma for 20 years, Michelle Stafford played that pretty good. But Cynthia Watros, being Annie, should be able to play that, And I said...
And what I tell you, Anthony...
I said, who's this Nina? Who is she? Please let they have a plan. Please let something be going on. Or this girl, they also went out to lunch together. Did you know that?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
they took that picture. Yep.
So I'm so sorry. I love you, Cynthia. I do. I was rooting for you when certain people said, "Oh no, I thought they look alike. They've got a similar style to their intensity of acting." Crazy Annie. That's all I got to say. So I'm just a little scared that maybe they don't know what to do with a powerhouse like her in the character of Nina.
That could be.
You know what I mean? Am I saying that right?
Yeah, you're saying it right because
you
you're
said that
actually
perfectly well.
David, do you agree with that statement?
Actually, when I spoke with Anthony, I told him I have high hopes. I'm going to say give him time because I think Cynthia can bring Nina back to the sanitarium if they write her that way.
Right, and I think that's what I was about to say. I think this is where, if you don't, okay, this is how I said it. For us fans who know of Cynthia.
Before you say it, let me say this. That certain person who's hinting that they may retire, girl, go, and let Chris write Nina.
Well,
because,
wait a minute, no.
Because,
okay, when you finish, I'm going to say something about that, too.
No,
I
that's
know
all
what
I got
you're
to
going to say.
Because I don't think they know how to write Nina. I don't think they know how to write her. And they definitely need to know that this actress can bring anything that they possibly could imagine giving Nina to play.
Yeah, she can.
This woman can play it. So do not write for her the way you write for Maura, because we've got another Maura on campus.
Well, see,
that's
here's
what
the thing.
I'm done. Go ahead,
I would
Candice.
say if this certain writer leaves, then I'm going to say that the shift of what Maura West is doing is going to change, because the certain writer also wrote for Maura West back in the day. So it's kind of like. But for right now, with Cynthia Watros, I think us fans who remember her from Gone Light, who's watching General Hospital, we're expecting, like, damn, you got Cynthia Watros to play a character that's identical to what Annie did on Gone Light.
Yeah.
But
and Maura.
For us Gone Light fans who also are watching General Hospital as well, and whatnot, we're like this. Please, dear God, write for her. She is so goodness in a yummy, yummy world. General Hospital fans is like, okay, here's another character they ain't going to write for. And I, too, was like, you know what? You got her, write for her. Reset Nina. You can do so much with the character of Nina. It's only the first full week, of
what I'm hoping for is that when it comes out about Sasha, when it comes out about Sasha, she goes back to being batshit crazy. They can redeem her later, but they've got Cynthia Watros. They need to let Nina's cuckoo crazy back out in full force. Full force.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see her with Roger. Oh my God! Please, I love the triangle with Jack.
With
Caitlin.
I'm going to say that with Ingo.
I want to see that. You want to see that? You want to see her get with Ingo?
I want to see Nina and Jax. I want to see Nina outside of what she was already doing. It was only like her and Valentine, her and there was only a select few. I want to see this Nina actually mix and mingle it up with other people. I want to see Nina versus Carly for Gone Light reasons. I want to see Nina versus Lulu. I want to see Nina, of course, Nina versus Ava. I mean, hello. Now, that's the money right there. Look, I love Laura Wright, but Maura West and Cynthia Watros, that is, like, iconic in its own. Oh, my God. Like, that's
fire.
Oh, wait a minute. That is, look, I can see stuff being thrown in the scene. I can see a baseball bat. I don't know where the baseball bat came from. I just see it. Like, it's just. When you have
let her go to the brink
of
cray-cray and have Jax bring her back. But while she's cray-cray, let her go after Carly and Ava. Yes. My God.
Not only that, but no, have her go after Valentine. Oh, my God. Can you imagine Cynthia Watros and James Patrick Stewart?
Yes, I can. I can even imagine when Finola comes back, Finola wanting to help her. Anna wanting to help her. Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
Please, can Kate Hall? Okay, look, I need Kate Hall. Kate Hall, write that scene, please, Kate. You come from really good parents. You know how to do it. I have faith in you. You should be co-head writer, by the way. Just saying. Yes, I will pimp her as a co-head writer. Yes, I will.
Okay. So let's talk about Dev.
Okay, we got a couple minutes.
Do we think
Let's go.
do we like him? Do we think he's gonna stand out?
He's what Cameron
I don't know
should
how
be.
he fits in with the teen scene.
He's the bad boy. He's the rebel. He's the rebel without a clue. That's Brenda's son. There, I said it. I will say it. I will put that in existence. That's Brenda's child. I want that to be that. Oh my God, that right there is a story right
You
there.
do?
If that is Brenda's child. Yes.
I certainly
Can
do.
you imagine?
Yes, I most certainly
Jocelyn,
do. Yep.
Carly's little girl torn between Elizabeth's son and Brenda's son. Ah! Come on.
Oh, well, yeah, there's fire right there. I'm surprised.
Yes.
I didn't think you would want that. But he's from over there, so how did...
But see, here's the thing. The way they have Dev is sort of the way that I wanted them to write Cameron. But because Cameron is Elizabeth's heart, he has Elizabeth's heart, okay? I need for not it to be a Jason, AJ, Carly redo. No. I want this to, oh, my God, if they were to do this correctly, he could be like that Jagger type. Not all the way Jagger type, but he could be that. And, you know, Cameron could be, I don't know, like, but it's just the next generation starts now. And think about it. Brenda's child, Carly's daughter, Elizabeth's son. All I need is Robbie to have. Can we get Emma to be aged up? And Spencer. That right there, my friend. And Lila Ray. General Hospital, you got the right. Bring back Lila Ray as this. I guess I can, or what? Bring her as the siren, and have some competition for Jocelyn. Oh my, General Hospital, you can do it. You can do it, General Hospital. I believe in you.
Preach it, sister.
Can you imagine?
I can.
Oh my God, you have a nice imagination.
Well, it does. You know, I should write for General Hospital. I've been saying that for years. But the thing is that Deb, think about it. We don't know exactly. We know what happened to Brenda's son, but we don't know where he turned. I mean, that instead of having all these new characters, I mean, Trina is a great addition, by the way. You can actually tie her to General Hospital history too. You know, Trina could be the Gia. Sorry, I know that's so wrong, but whatever. She needs to be a part of that young set. She can dip and do with Cameron as well, and have Jocelyn be jealous, and then you have Deb, who's just like this, hey, what's up, like this Dylan McKay type, hey, what's up, and you know, there's so many ways you can go with that character, but make him Brenda's son.
Yeah,
and not Sonny.
You know, honestly,
not Brenda is
as
Sonny's
much as I'd love Lala Ray back on Candice, you know what? They have Trina and Deb could get together to make Josh and Cameron understand. You know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say? They can make that quadrangle between all of them.
But you need Lala Ray as the small bread.
Yeah,
guys, we got to say goodbye. You got a minute.
Okay.
All right. So it's been a wonderful show. You guys, thank you so much.
Yeah, we couldn't
and
do
we'll
the show
see you
without
on May 11th.
With a very, very
We'll be back to May 11th.
We can't tell you, though. It's a cliffhanger.
Think Salem. That's all we're going to say.
Mm-hmm. One last live, maybe. Bye.
Okay. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.